good actually. It's action.
Have you ever heard this Korean phrase? 밥 먹었어?
밥 먹자.
So 밥 먹자 is a bit different. But what is 밥?
Rice.
Rice. And 먹?
Eat.
Eat. So 자 is let's. Let's eat rice. So when I say the 밥 먹자, what do you think it means?
Let's eat.
Let's eat rice?
No, let's eat. Let's just eat.
Yeah.
Let's eat good Korean food.
Yeah, Korean food. So 밥 means meal in general. For Koreans, when we say 밥 means any kind of food actually. It doesn't have to be Korean either. Like anything that you're satisfied.
Shiksa is just more formal.
식사 is a meal, yeah, in a formal way, yeah. And when you say 식사, you're gonna use a different verb. You're not gonna say 먹다 verb. You're gonna say 하다. 식사하다.
식사하다.
Yeah, do a meal.
Do a meal.
Yeah,
Do a meal.
식사하다.
A K meal.
But when I ask you 밥 먹었어? So that means did you eat? Did you eat food? Right? 먹다 becomes 먹었어.
Are you fed? Were you fed? Did you eat?
In casual speech, right? If you want to say that in polite speech, you add 요 at the end. 밥 먹었어요?
밥 먹었어요?
But even if you add 요 at the end, it doesn't sound really polite.
Okay.
In this case, we tend to use 식사하셨어요.
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 Yeah. But if I ask you 밥 먹었어, what do you think it means? Do you think that I'm asking you to find out if you ate or not?
Yeah, if I've had a meal recently.
Oh, okay. Here is the cultural thing. In this video, I'm gonna talk about. Koreans tend to ask 밥 먹었어? or 식사하셨어요? as some sort of how are you?
How are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You've been eating? You've been eating?
Yeah.
Have you been eating? Are you keeping well?
Obviously, it's not as frequently used as English phrase how are you, because people tend to say how are you all the time here. Like a hi and then immediately how are you?
Okay.
Keep going though.
What, are we going to the other side?
Yeah, bargaining.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes people, English speakers, they ask you twice. How are you? And then they forgot that they asked. And then they ask you, how are you? And then you're not really asking for real answer, right?
How are you? And then, so what's up? They're like checking that off.
Yeah, checking that off.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, I've performed my civil duties.
But Korean people, when they ask 밥 먹었어? It's a little more looking for an answer compared to how are you? And it's less frequently used compared to how are you? But it's a similar thing.
Oh, they're still full of shit.
Oh.
Sorry.
They wanna know if you're well fed and move on type thing. It doesn't mean, oh, I'm so hungry. They may actually decide to go out for eat because you're so hungry. But at the same time, people don't really say I'm starving, hungry. Yeah.
So I don't expect to have to prepare you a meal, but if I totally had to, then I would.
Yeah. But it's not preparing. Korean people normally eat out. They don't eat inside. I guess because Korean people, most of Koreans live in apartments, and it's a lot smaller because of the expense. Real estate is very expensive for what you get compared to Western society. I mean, Western society also depends on where you live, which city you live in. But maybe that's why they tend to eat out. They like to go out and eat. And food outside is actually cheaper than cooking a meal inside. But here in Canada, actually cooking home is a lot cheaper than eating out. Because eating out is expensive, it comes with HST and also the tips here. I like to mention that asking if you ate or not, it's not just Korean culture. It could be Asian culture thing.
Okay.
Because I learned Chinese when I was in South Korea. Chinese people also ask if you ate or not by saying "니추팔마." Even though their hello is actually "ni hao," which means "how are you?" And then they still ask "니추팔마? Did you eat?" Yeah.
Because in an Indian household, they're looking for an excuse to break out the pakora.
So you guys say that too?
Well, I mean, like, we want to know if you've eaten and if we can feed you, and even if you've eaten, we want to feed you.
Oh, they keep feeding you.
Yeah, because then we get to feed ourselves.
So that being said, next time when you call my dad or my mom, you can ask them, 식사하셨어요?
식사하셨어요?
Yeah.
식사하셨어요?
And they're gonna be very surprised that you improved your Korean so much. But downside is that they believe that, they have that illusion, and they're gonna keep talking to you in Korean and you're stuck.
It's the new standard. My new measuring stick.
So I have to help you out, as always.
It's good. Sink or swim. That's the way to go.
If you like this video, make sure to smash the like, and have any questions, leave them comment down below. Then I see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.